This is 5 on your side at 10.
Happening right now at 10, mounting trash in a North St. Louis neighborhood. And tonight, people who live there want the city to take action. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. North City neighbors say trash crews have yet to pick up dirty furniture and bulky items that have been sitting out for months now. So they turn to 5 on your side's Robert Townsend. His report is new at 10.
But that stuff at the corner right here, and that stuff over there next to that blue container, that stuff been there.
Nanny Williams calls the stuff in an alley behind her home in North St. Louis a nasty eyesore. She says the broken toilet, dirty love seats, tossed out tires, and other bulky trash keep piling up near Salisbury and Parnell in the city's 3rd Ward.
It's been a problem maybe over 2 months.
The city isn't picking it up?
Nobody picking up nothing.
A sticker on the dumpster clearly says residents in her neighborhood should set their bulky items out on the 2nd Monday of each month, and those big items would be collected within 5 days. But Williams says she hasn't seen city crews.
I'm very sick of this, because this stuff, this don't ever make rats come through here.
Residents say people have also illegally dumped tires and bulky trash here.
They need to stop because it's not right.
I've been here for like 3 months and everything over there has still been the same.
We rode down this alley and saw even more junk. Look at this, a broken mirror right there, more pieces of furniture, and that old dirty mattress looks like it's been there for quite some time. Trees are now covering it. And look at this huge mess behind the office of Alderman Brandon Bosley.
The city needs more employees right now, and we need to make sure that, once again, when we get those employees, we are demanding, we're putting them where the demand is.
A spokesman for the mayor says city crews are working 7 days a week to ensure missed bulk routes get picked up.
They need to get on their job and do what they're supposed to do, pick up this stuff.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And the mayor's office says the city will soon install more cameras in alleys that are considered problem areas. That's to crack down on illegal dumping. Let's go ahead and take a live look now over Busch Stadium tonight, where the Cardinals are taking on the Chicago Cubs. Skies are mostly cloudy, but more rain could dampen your Labor Day weekend plans. Meteorologist Jim Castillo here now with the first look at the forecast. Jim.
Yeah, hi, Brent. So that rain, even at Busch Stadium, has been coming down at mainly a very light clip. But at times, we've seen some moderate rainfall. And you can see this is St. Charles and Interstate 70 looking west. It is wet, so the roadways are a little slick. Be careful if you're headed out. I know it's getting late, but even on the way home from the game tonight, wet roadways down in Arnold where it's 71 degrees. And what we're looking at on the radar shot here, so low pressure is really barely moving in southwest Missouri. A flood watch for the potential of flash flooding for southwest Missouri, but for us, let's zoom in. And we're starting to see a little bit more widespread rain, some of that a little bit more moderate when you're seeing a little bit of that darker green and also the yellows and the golds there. We'll zoom in even further, and even around the metro, that rain is picking up even around Busch Stadium. So what does that mean for a big holiday weekend forecast? Well, I'll time it out for you, all the rain chances coming up in just a bit. Brent?
And we'll see you then. Tonight, Illinois State Police and OSHA are investigating after a man died while working at a machinery company. This happened early this morning at Century Casting in Swansea. Police say a piece of machinery crushed 59-year-old Mark Mattern. Crews were able to perform CPR, but it was too late.
When you think about hydraulic machinery and all these things, there's hot stuff all over the place. Even when I walked in, my detectives are like, hey, Chief, watch out. It doesn't look hot, but that'll melt your leg. Be careful over here. So it is a dangerous job. That safety is very, very important.
Tonight, Century Casting says workers are greatly saddened by the loss of a longtime team member. Quote, we extend our deepest condolences to family members, loved ones, and all of those affected. Century Castings is fully cooperating with the investigation into the incident. A warning tonight from police. Beware of where you drop off your mail in St. Louis County. Police in Chesterfield, Town and Country, and Clayton say thieves are breaking into those blue drive-up boxes and stealing your personal information. That's why they're asking you to avoid the drop-off mail option and conduct all business inside of the post office.
It's a serious offense, and mainly because of the impact that it carries. You know, personal information, credit cards, checks. A lot of information could be compromised, and unfortunately, it's the victim that has to carry this arduous task of trying to put everything back together.
If you suspect that your mail has been stolen, the first step you need to take is to contact your local police department. Tonight, police have recovered a U-Haul truck that was stolen from the new basketball coach at Harris Stowe State University. Coach Michael Cook and his wife moved to Tower Grove South Sunday night. When they woke up the next morning, they realized their truck was stolen. No word on who stole the truck or where it was found. The Cooks are now sorting through their items to see what the thieves made off with. Developing tonight, the Republican candidate for St. Louis County Executive has dropped out of the race again. A spokesperson for Catherine Penner confirmed she filed a request to take her name off the ballot. She would have been facing incumbent Sam Page in November. Republicans have 2 weeks to pick a new nominee. St. Louis University researchers working on a new COVID-19 vaccine trial. The Gritstone COVID-19 vaccine will work with current vaccines to create multiple layers of protection. The new vaccine focuses on T-cell response, which recognizes cells infected with COVID to stop them from spreading.
By having all of these other sequences in there, they have the potential to induce these T-cell responses that are different from what the licensed approved COVID vaccines can induce right now.
SLU is looking for volunteers, and ideal candidates are 60 years old and older. You have to have had your initial COVID shots and a booster and make sure you're not immunocompromised. We've posted all of these details for you on KSDK.com. Some big news tonight for St. Louis. Today, the city won $21 million from the federal government, and it's all to boost the economy. The plan is to invest in advanced manufacturing to create jobs and growth. That would include building an advanced manufacturing innovation center in North St. Louis. Greater St. Louis Inc. submitted that application, and the CEO says winning that money is huge.
We will have workforce training programs leveraging our community colleges throughout this bi-state metro. We're going to save, retain, and create thousands of new jobs by focusing on this sector.
He says construction and design should start in the middle of next year. St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones says this grant will help reverse decades of disinvestment.
And coming up in weather, we had some rain at the Cardinals game. It's still raining out there, but not enough to really cause any major problems at Busch Stadium. Tomorrow, we have another game. We'll talk about the rain chances then and also through our big holiday weekend forecast.
And this year's Show of Strength MDA Telethon is this Sunday at Grant's Farm. You can catch it live from 8 until 10 p.m. right here on 5 on Your Side and on KSDK.com or on 5 Plus on your Roku or Fire TV. All of the money raised during that telethon goes to people with neuromuscular diseases right here in our area. The second time may be the charm for NASA. The Artemis 1 is scheduled to relaunch tomorrow. It was supposed to launch Monday, but that was delayed due to mechanical issues with one of the engines. Engineers have made changes to the system and they're ready to try it again. The flight will have mannequins on board instead of people. NASA is using a new system which could help land another astronaut on the moon for the first time in nearly half a century. It is Labor Day weekend, and there are plenty of events happening all over the area. The annual Labor Day Parade returns to downtown St. Louis for the first time in 2 years. It features floats, local marching bands, and much more. The parade kicks off Monday at 9 a.m. at Olive and 15th Street. The Missouri Botanical Garden is celebrating the history of Japanese culture this Labor Day weekend. The 45th Annual Japanese Festival features sumo wrestling, martial arts demonstrations, and more. Visitors will also be able to taste traditional Japanese food. That festival runs from 9 a.m. until 8 Saturday and Sunday, and 9 until 5 on Labor Day. And check it out. Also returning this year is the St. Nicholas Greek Festival in the Central West End. It features Greek music, dancing, and culture. Now that runs from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, and then on Monday from 11 until 6. For a full list of all of these Labor Day events, visit ksdk.com. The question is, how will the weather hold up, Jim? I mean, a lot of excitement. We want to get out and have fun if we can.
We do. You know, I drove past the Greek festival tonight, and I want to make a visit to both of those festivals this weekend. But everybody was still out and about, even though it's raining just a little bit. So let me show you that sunset from Forest Park last night. Wanted to show you this because of the color in that. Tonight, not as much color, of course. Check this out, looking more toward downtown St. Louis. We had barely any sunset and, of course, rain from time to time, some light shower activity, and really a tenth of an inch or less. At Lambert so far, we've had 0.01, and the high today, 83, 71. We're almost there now, and we're likely going below that before midnight tonight. 86 and 66 for the high and low averages. And right now we're at 73 degrees. Feels like 73, but boy, you can feel that humidity too at 87%, dew point 69. And there it is, low pressure. This thing is what's causing our issue for a couple of days here because it's not really moving much. Cut off from the main flow of the jet stream. So southwest Missouri, that's where they've seen the heavier showers and storms. But for us, it's been mainly just showers. But it's ramping up a little bit tonight. Plus, we're watching this area to our north and west. It's a cold front, so we're in between both. And both will add a little bit of lift in the atmosphere to create a chance of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder, too. Not expecting severe weather. But you can see on the satellite radar shot, look at all this rain. It's beginning to pick up a little bit, I've noticed also. So let's zoom in a little bit here. And when you see that darker green shades and even some yellows and golds and maybe some orange, you might actually have some bigger raindrops in here and some heavier rain. So watch out for that tonight. Again, no severe weather, no flooding is expected, but we might have a rumble of thunder and definitely some downpours all the way down Interstate 44 to southwest Missouri. So the future cast is showing that chance of showers during the overnight and that better chance of thunderstorms south and east of the metro. Then as we head through the weekend, a lot of dry time, but in between that, a chance of showers and storms, especially during the afternoon and evening hours here Sunday at about 6 p.m. So something we'll keep our eyes on. All right, 10-day forecast showing temperatures in the lower 80s. We took those down just a little bit, and a chance of scattered showers or isolated storms in here all the way into next week. And even by next weekend, looks like 85 for that high temperature. So pretty nice.
Yeah, we got to get to next weekend. Thank you for that, John.
Yeah.
That's all of our time for 5 on your side at 10, but Ahmad and Hannah joining us now for 5 on your sideline.